What up, y'all? Welcome back to the Carpenter's Apprentice, powered by La Prensa, Texas. Today we are here at the Martin Luther King March with
Lee Munsell.
And what organization are you with?
The San Antonio Report.
Tell people what that is.
Yeah, so we're a nonprofit news outlet here in San Antonio, Texas. We have a team of about 21 business professionals as well as journalists, and we cover local politics, business, development, all sorts of different stories, education, everything that matters most to our community. We cover all of that.
Now, you just took over as editor.
Yeah.
Bob Rivard just stepped out, and I imagine that is an intimidating task to take over that role. Have you had any trepidation about stepping into such big shoes?
Oh, absolutely. Huge shoes to fill, but Bob Rivard is still a columnist. He still writes for us once a week. So on Sundays, you can see his latest column. Every Sunday morning, we publish on our site. And so we love Bob. He's our founder. He's still around all the time, and so we're glad to have him. But yeah, it's a new role for me. I was in Washington for about 10 years covering political journalism, and so very different vibe, kind of doing local news in San Antonio, but I love it. I've really enjoyed it.
Were you there for January 6th?
I was, yeah.
Oh, shoot. What was that day like?
It was interesting. I mean, so I was not at the Capitol. I lived on Capitol Hill, though, so I was fairly close. And yeah, watching that story develop and just being so concerned for the safety of people who were there. Obviously, you know, you didn't want that to take a bad turn, and it really did. And so it was, yeah, really a tough day.
Were you scared?
I mean, I was concerned for colleagues and friends and all of that. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. You guys have seriously given the mainstream media here in San Antonio a run for their money, or let's say legacy media.
Sure.
I know especially like the Express News is like very worried about you guys, right? Because y'all are on their ass. So I'm wondering, y'all are on their booty. So I'm wondering, have you guys considered going into print or doing anything like that?
Well, and that's not really the way that we look at it necessarily. So we cover our community as best we can as a nonprofit, and what we're really trying to do is make the case that local journalism has real value, and that people should either contribute to a nonprofit or subscribe to a newspaper. We really hope that making the case for the importance of local journalism, which La Prensa, you know, you're always making the case. And so that's the way that we view ourselves, is that we really hope that we're going to be part of an ecosystem that's going to better serve the community, whether it's through a nonprofit or through the newspaper or through La Prensa or on broadcasts as well. And so that's kind of our mentality about it, is that hopefully we can all be successful, because we have to build a sustainable future for news, which is what we as a nonprofit are trying to do, is saying like the business model of journalism for many years has not worked. And so we need to find a new way to fund journalism. And so in our case, we have members, we have business members, we do events, community events, which also serves the community, but that's our role in the community, is participating in this news ecosystem.
All right, I'm going to bring it home. Last three questions. Number one, what do you think is the toughest part of your job as editor? Do you think it's the managing the staff part? Do you think it's the making sure y'all have enough money part? What is it?
Yeah, all of those things. We're a small team, and so there's like Lindsay knows. Lindsay's our energy reporter here. There's only 21 of us, and so like we're here manning the table at the MLK Junior March because it's so important for us to be here. And you know, we also during the week we cover the news, and so you know, doing everything all at once as a small organization is complicated, but again, it's really important, valuable work, and we're so lucky to get to do it, because it's just a gift to be able to serve the community and also to spend our days learning information and then spreading that information to the people who read the news that we produce. So it's really a great job to have, so we're glad to have it.
Interesting way to do the segue. So people who want to read what you guys got to offer or want to get involved by donations or any of these kinds of things, how can they do that?
Yeah, so you can go to sanantonio.report.org. Our website has all of our latest daily coverage. There's also on the top right, which you can see on our little screen there, but there's a newsletter button, so you can sign up for our newsletters there, and that's where you get the very best information every day on our newsletters, but you can also check the site anytime to see what our latest news is.
Okay, very last question. Same question we ask everybody else who comes on this program. Yeah. What is one life lesson you've learned in your life that folks at home could use in theirs?
I mean, it's cliche, but be kind. There's a lot of people who, are having a tough time just any given day, and you don't know what anyone's going through. And so be kind to the people around you, and I think we try to do that as an organization as well.
Madam, thank you very much for your time. For you folks at home, thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time.